Welcome to all B.Sc. third year students of class Fishery Science paper 12. During last period we have completed the reproduction of mackerel. In this reproduction, various steps and various points which is to be completed during last period. Reproduction, these are to be categorized, or it is to be for our convenience, for our sake, we have differentiated into number of short points such as spawning periodicity, such as spawning time, such as breeding condition, such as maturity stages, fecundity, first age and maturity, all such point which is to be completed last period. Then today we have studying the next point, important point of this fishery, and that point is the fishing methods, or it is also called as fishery of mackerel. In which methods, which craft, which gears these are to be used, or which devices these are to be used to capture these mackerel fishes both on east coast as well as on west coast. That is fishing methods or fishery of mackerel fishery. Fishermen or fish farmers, they can capture, they can caught fishes from east coast as well as on west coast of India, and these fresh captured fishes, these are to be sold in market as a fresh condition food for human being. Fishing methods or fishery of mackerels. Again, these fishing methods we have studied, we have seen today. In these fishing methods, especially these fishing methods we have seen. Mackerel fishery or methods of fishing of mackerel. Only a single species of mackerel, that is Rastraliger canagota, only a single species of mackerel, Rastraliger canagota, support the mackerel fishery of India. Remember, in this mackerel species, overall 10 species these are to be reported. Overall 10 species these are to be found in Indian coastal regions, both east coast as well as on west coast. But in these all 10 species, to the Indian east coast and west coast of our area, maximum mackerel production, maximum mackerel catch occurs from the species Rastraliger canagota. That's why Rastraliger canagota support a single fish species which is to be produced, which is to be captured on Indian coastal areas, Indian coastal regions. Hence, only a single species of mackerel. Remaining 9 species out of 10, their production and their fishing which is to be observed in our Indian region, it is to be very negligible or very poor. Hence, Rastraliger canagota support the mackerel fishery in Indian peninsula. The mackerel fishery assumes great importance on both east and west coast. This mackerel fishery, these are to be assumes a great importance on both the east and west coast, but the bulk of landings come from the west coast. Bulk of landing, maximum fishes these are to be caught, these are to be captured from west coast of India, where its active fishery is restricted. west coast of India. Its active fishery is restricted mainly from Quilon in Kerala to Ratnagiri in Maharashtra. Means from Quilon to Kerala, these fish, these are to be caught, these are to be captured on large quantities, on tremendous quantities. From Quilon of Kerala, South Quilon or the south area of Kerala, Quilon in Kerala to the Ratnagiri in Maharashtra, bulk landing, maximum mackerel, they can be captured, they can be caught. Hence, on west coast, mackerel production, these are to be tremendous, these are to be more maximum, and hence it is to be active fishing. South of Quilon, the catches are moderate. South of Quilon, the catches are moderate or poor, and north of Ratnagiri, the fishery is non-existent. Means from Quilon to Ratnagiri, these mackerel, these are to be caught, these are to be captured on large scale, on maximum scale. From moderate catches, these are to be captured from south of Quilon, and it is to be poor, and where it is to be poor, into the north of Ratnagiri area, Ratnagiri part, this fishery is to be non-existent. Non-existent means small quantity of mackerel, these are to be caught, these are to be captured on this Ratnagiri area. The important fishing centers on the west coast. On west coast of India, which are the important fishing centers where these mackerel, these are to be caught, these are to be captured on large quantities, on more quantities. These centers on west coast arise north to south, or north side to south side, means from Ratnagiri toward to the Kerala region. These are Ratnagiri, then south to the Ratnagiri Malvan, then south to the Malvan Goa, then south to the Goa Karwar from Karnataka, then Karwar to, that is Malappi or Meli, then Telicheri, then south to Telicheri Kozhikodi, south to Kozhikodi Cochin, and Cochin to last south, that is Alappi. These are the famous fishing centers where mackerel, these are to be caught, these are to be captured, tremendous quantities, bulk quantities on west coast from Ratnagiri, Malvan, Goa, Karwar, Mali, Telicheri, Kozhikodi, Cochin, and Alappi. In these centers, this fish, these are to be caught, these are to be captured on large scale, on maximum scale. On the east coast, not only these are to be captured, these are to be caught from the west coast, but it is also some quantities, poor quantities, these are to be caught, these are to be captured on the east coast, mostly at irregular intervals. On the east coast, mostly at irregular intervals of time, catches occur near Mandapam, Nagapattinam, Madras, Kakinada, Visakhapatnam. These places, small quantities or poor quantities of mackerel, these are to be caught, these are to be captured on the east coast of India. Which are the centers, which are the fishing place where poor quantity of mackerel, these are to be caught, captured on east coast, that is catches, these are to be low, it is to be poor, near Mandapam, near Nagapattinam, Madras, Kakinada, Visakhapatnam. In these places, these fishes, these are to be caught, captured, small quantities. Some part of Orissa and West Bengal, also, these mackerel captured, these are to be caught. In Orissa and West Bengal also, the fishes, these are to be caught, captured. Maximum fishing intensity occurs in Malabar. Maximum fishing intensity occurs in Malabar, in the region between Mangalore to Punnai river, where maximum fishing intensity, these are to be occur. Maximum fishing intensity occurs in Malabar area, in the region between Mangalore to Punnai river mouth, where landings are very high. high, where maximum mackerel they can be caught, they can be captured from the region between Mangalore to the Punnai river mouth. In this Punnai river mouth, in between this area, Mangalore to Punnai river mouth, these mackerel, these are to be caught, these are to be captured. Tremendous are the high quantities, very high percentage mackerel, these are to be captured in this area in between, that is Mangalore to Punnai river mouth. High fishing intensity also exists in Konkan and Kanara coast. In Konkan area from Maharashtra, as well as in Kanara coast, that is Karnataka. In these Kanara, especially a place where fishes these are to be caught, captured, Kanara coast. In this Kanara coast and the Ratnagiri coast, these fishes, that is Konkan coast area, these fishes these are to be caught, these are to be captured. But it is rather poor. It is rather poor in southern Malabar. From next to the Malabar area, southern Malabar area, from Punnai river mouth to the Cape Comorin. From Punnai river mouth up to the Cape Comorin, from the south side, from the south region area, these fishes these are to be poor, these are to be less. Remember, what is which is the fishing center where maximum fishes these are to be caught, these are to be captured in between Mangalore to Punnai river. In between Punnai river, these fishes these are to be caught, captured, large quantities, maximum quantities. In small quantities, poor quantities, fishes are also captured. In fair areas, the fishes these are to be poor from southern to Malabar. Southern to Malabar, from Punnai river mouth to the Cape Comorin. From Cape Comorin to the Punnai river mouth, south side area, south side region, south coastal area of this Punnai river mouth, the fishes these are to be caught, captured, but its quantity is to be poor, it is to be less. High fishing intensity also exists in Konkan and Kanara coast. Means in these Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala, these coastal belt, these are to be caught, these are to be captured mackerel. Near about 90% of mackerel these are to be captured, these are to be catch from these states. Maximum fishes these are to be caught, captured from this state, and remaining 10% which is to be captured from the east coast, such as Mandapam, Nagapatnam, Madras, Kakinada, Visakhapatnam, then some part of Orissa, some part of West Bengal. In these areas, this fish is also caught, these are to be captured, but its quantity is to be less, its quantity is to be poor, that is fishing these are to be done, fishing these are to be done. Fishing is carried out in Neretic waters. Fishing is carried out in Neretic water. Neretic water near to the shore side, near to the bank side of ocean. Fishing is carried out near Neretic waters along the coast, generally up to depth of 50 meter. Where fishing these are to be occur, how much depth fishing these are to be done? Up to the 25 meter depth. Up to the 25 meter depth, fishing these are to be done. Fish catching is to be occur on the east coast as well as on west coast, and it is to be caught, captured on Neretic water. Neretic water near to the bank, near to the ocean side. This fishing these are to be done, these are to be occur. The fishery commences with periodic large scale movement. Fishery commences with periodic large scale movement of the mackerel shoals from offshore to the inshore water. Where fishing these are to be occur, fishing commences. Fishing these are to be start. Fish catching these are to be start with periodic large scale movement of mackerel shoals from offshore to the inshore. This mackerel these are to be migrate from inshore water to offshore, from near to the bank side to the away to the bank side, deep sea, deep ocean area. These mackerel these are to be moved, these are to be migrated with shoaling behavior. We have seen these fishes these are to be migrated with shoaling behavior, and when fishermen these are to be caught, captured, these mackerel they can capture, they can cover one shoal in a net, and all shoal these are to be caught, these are to be captured, that is offshore to inshore fishes these are to be migrate, and in such migrating condition fishes these are to be caught, captured on large scale. The fishery is supported mostly by the juveniles in a size range of 160 to 180 mm, along with some in the higher size range. Fishing continues from August to April. Which fishes these are to be captured, which fishes these are to be caught? That is, the fishery is to be supported mostly by juveniles. Those fishes these are to be attained juvenile condition. Those fishes these are to be attained in juvenile stage. The size range of juvenile is to be 160 to 180 mm. These size range or sometimes higher size range is also caught, also captured. Not only 160 to 180 mm size these are to be caught, these are to be captured. Occasionally, sometime larger size of juveniles, larger size of young mackerel, these are to be migrate from inshore water to offshore water or from offshore to inshore water. At that time, these fishes, these are also caught, these are also captured. And fishing is to be continuous from August to April months. Again, remember, for the commercial fishes, within short time, within short months, these fishes, these are to be not captured, these are to be not fishing. Fishing is to be up to 6 to 8 months. 6 to 8 months fishes, these are to be caught, these are to be captured. And mackerel fish, these are to be start fishing, these are to be start. Fin fishing, these are to be start from August to April months. Remember, in coastal areas, in coastal belts, we have heard, we have observed that fishermen, these are to be enter in fishing seas and oceans after the festival. That festival is known as, that is Raksha Bandhan or Purnima. Beyond to this, after completion of this festival, these fishermen, these are to be entered into the seas and oceans. They ready their ships, they ready their boats for fishing, and fishing is to be done up to 1 month, up to 2 months, out of home, out of house, and continues these are to be live, continues these are to be fishing in seas and oceans on larger ships. That's why fishing these are to be start from August to April months. The cheap types of craft and gears employed. Which type of craft and gears these are to be employed to capture these mackerel fishes? These different types of craft, different types of gears, they can use according to the coastal areas, according to the area to area. Their names is also different, variable from place to place. The cheap types of craft and gears employed for the capture of mackerel in different states along the west coast and east coast are different. Remember, those craft and those gears or those nets which is to be used to capture mackerel, these craft and these gear, these are to be different from state. In west coast, these are to be different from west coast as well as east coast. The nets and craft which is to be used in Maharashtra, it is different. Nets and craft, these are to be used in Karnataka, different. These nets and craft, these are to be used in Kerala, different. And these craft and boats, these are to be used in, that may be West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Orissa, these are also different. Means state wise, state to state, their names and their utilization, these are to be variable, these are to be different from place to place or states to state. The basic types of crafts are dugout canoes. Basic types of crafts are dugout canoes, canoe boats, plank built boats and catamarans. Dugout canoes, canoe boats, plank built boats and catamarans, these are to be used, these are to be operated to capture the mackerel. The types of gears are boat chain, those are nets which is to be operated on these boats, these crafts. These are the boat chains, drag nets or beach chains, gill nets of several types including drift nets and cast net. Gill nets are of several types: floating type gill net, anchor type gill nets, stationary gill nets. These are different types of gill net, drift trim gill nets as well as the cast net. Cast net, that is ghagriya jal or the throw jal, these are also used to capture these fish. Of the many types of gears which is to be used, employed to capture the mackerel fish, but in these different gears or nets, the one famous gear these are to be used throughout all coastal areas on large scale, and maximum fishes these are to be caught, these are to be captured. Specially mentioned, that is the rampan or rampani deserve a special mention as it has proved to be excellent catching power. When large shoals are seen in the inshore water, when in inshore water large big shoal of mackerel these are to be observed in inshore or offshore water, at that time the net, special type of net these are to be used, or a special mentioned net these are to be used to capture mackerel, and that net is nothing but the which net? That is the rampani net. See here, this is the rampan, or it is to be rampani net. This rampani net or this rampani net is to be famous to use to capture the mackerel fish, and that's why not only these gears these are to be employed, these are to be used, but the gears that may be cast net, that may be gill nets, that may be rampani net, that may be beach seine, that may be purse seine, or that may be the craft dugout canoes, canoe built boats, that may be catamarans, or other varieties of local types of boats and gears. These are to be used, these are to be operated to capture the mackerel, and large quantity of shoals these are to be caught, captured, and these captured fishes these are to be entered into the market as a food in fresh condition, and these fishes these are to be used various communities on large scale and in fresh condition. It is a famous nutritive food fish for the people, for the human being. That's why the rampani net is famous. In next period we have detailed see structure of rampani net, then its manufacturing, and then its operation of rampani net we have seen in next period. Hereafter we have seen the methods of fishing or fishery of mackerel in short. Then the remaining part we have seen during next period. Up to here, any problem, difficulty, please ask anytime. Thank you.